All right, this is Beelines. And Beelines is a game where you are these colorful bees and you are pollinating and trying to fill the hive with honey. But the thing is, as you fill the hive with honey, the honey is collected. So in this case, what you're going to do is you are going to place tiles drawn from the bag, place your bees on top of them, and following some specific rules, gather some tiles based off of the beeline that you've created. So, for instance, let's go ahead and just grab out a couple tiles here. So I have a 6 and a -2. Now, at the end of the game, the score, your score, is going to be determined by the total on your tiles. However, if you have an even number of negatives, they'll score positive. So you just don't want an odd number of negatives. And you also want as high of total as possible to win the game, but there are some other things here too that you'll need to know. First and foremost, I just want to show you how you would actually do this specifically. So I'm going to go ahead and place these tiles. Now, for every tile that you place a bee on top of it. And as you'll notice, things will change throughout the game. The hive will change, and your bees will move as well. So in this case, the purple player decided that they're going to do this. Their shortest beeline is this right here. Now, you have to follow one of 4 rules when you are placing tiles, and this is pretty much the majority of the game. The first rule that you must follow is if there is a wild tile, you must take it. Second one, if there is not a wild tile, you must take the highest negative. Third one, if there isn't a wild or the highest negative, you must take the number that's the most frequent. So if you have a number there multiple times, you have to take that number. If there is a tie between 2 numbers, you take the lowest number. And then finally, the fourth one, if none of those things happen and we have a situation like we do here, you can take any tile you want. So in this case, I'm actually going to take this 6, which means at the end of the game, I'll have 6 points. I pop it over here. I've collected that honey. All right, now here's where it gets really, really interesting. Now we have a new beeline. So now we're going to find the new shortest beeline to get between our 2 bees, because we took this one away. We have a beeline here, we have a beeline here, and a beeline here. As you'll notice, this beeline is too much, and this beeline right here is actually going to be 4 as well as that one. But what you notice is there is a wild in either one. So in this case, I am forced to take a wild. Wilds are interesting because they're going to be equal to the value that you have the most of over here, including negatives. I'm going to show you here the green player. Let's grab out a couple tiles for them. Bees that are already out actually act as a block, so the value underneath the bee doesn't apply for another player's turn. So in this case, they might do something like this. They might pop a 4 down, and they might pop a 1 over here, and put their bee on it, and in turn, they have a 6 there. You have to be at least 2 tiles away when you set your bees down. So in this case, they're going to grab the 6. Now they have another beeline that they have to create. Their shortest one is actually this right here. And so they're going to take the 5. If you ever get into a situation where you break and you have to go all the way around, you'll score that beeline even though it's super long. And if you're broken in both ways and you cannot physically create a beeline, you just won't get that other tile. Once all players have gotten tiles, after 2 are placed each turn, you'll have 18 per player in a 2-player game, 12 per player in a 3-player game, and you'll have 9 per player in a 4-player game. Once you've done all that, you're going to actually organize them according to their value. So we have 1 through 6, we have -1, -2, -3, and a wild. So if you have the most of a specific number, you're going to score points equal to yours minus the person with the second most. If you have a wild, you're going to score that based off of the most frequent number, and you're going to score your negatives. Make them positive if you have an even number. You're going to add up your total at the end of the game, and the highest score will win. And that's Beelines. It's a very simple, quick game. It can be played on an airplane, and also, it has the mathematical aspect to it, but also has the spatial puzzle of trying to create your beelines. So I hope you like it, and thank you so much for watching.